federal probe is underway into an alleged Minnesota Somali fraud network tied to a staggering $1 billion COVID aid scandal. The Small Business Administration launched this investigation, focusing on groups connected to the Feeding Our Future scandal. This scandal involves a Minnesota nonprofit accused of stealing hundreds of millions meant for school children's meals, with most funds allegedly funneled to individual conspirators. Former SBA Administrator Kelly Loeffler has voiced concerns, alleging obstruction from Governor Tim Walz's administration regarding the probe. The case has garnered significant political attention, with former President Donald Trump commenting on the situation. Governor Walz, in turn, has responded to the allegations, defending his administration's actions amidst the ongoing investigation. Individuals involved are accused of using stolen funds for luxury purchases and travel, often with falsified documents. While allegations of funds being funneled to terrorist organizations like Al-Shabaab have surfaced, federal investigators state there is no concrete evidence. This investigation has also uncovered other COVID aid fraud cases nationwide, highlighting a broader pattern of abuse. Examples include New York nail salon owners and a Cuban military officer in Iowa, both facing legal consequences for their involvement. Both state and federal authorities have launched probes, with House Republicans investigating Governor Walz's handling of the cases. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension has established a centralized fraud investigations unit to tackle these complex cases. The scandal has significantly impacted the Somali community in Minnesota, leading to increased scrutiny and concern. Estimates of stolen funds vary, with some sources suggesting over $1 billion and prosecutors stating $240 million was stolen from the federal child nutrition program. As of recent reports, federal prosecutors have convicted 61 people in the widening Minnesota fraud scandal, with investigations ongoing. The Feeding Our Future scandal has been cited as the country's largest pandemic relief fraud scheme. In 2025, former President Donald Trump cited this scandal as a reason to cut off temporary protected status for some Somali refugees. Federal prosecutors allege only about 3% of funding granted to Feeding Our Future meal sites was actually spent on food. In December 2025, Secretary of State Marco Rubio announced consequences for those persecuting people of faith, a related development in the broader context. Republican Representative James Comer initiated an investigation into fraud in Minnesota's public assistance programs, expanding the scope of scrutiny. A former Cuban sergeant, Giovanni Ciro, faces significant legal consequences for his conviction in a related fraud case, underscoring the diverse nature of these crimes. Overall, this probe highlights the complexities of overseeing federal aid programs and the potential for widespread fraud, with significant political and social implications.